So my name is Zara. I am a laughter yoga instructor and have been for a few years now. And I'm also a registered occupational therapist and neuro coach. So a lot of titles, but yeah, laughter. The reason why we're doing this today is because it's really great medicine. It stimulates really good feel good hormones in our body, chemicals in our brain, helps us to engage in the ventral vagus state, which is the opposite of fight or flight. So it helps us to calm down and feel connected with others. And just generally, we feel happier when we laugh. The cool thing about our brain is that it doesn't know the difference between fake laughter and real laughter. So we can fake this whole time, do all these exercises, and don't have a single real laugh, and you'll still get all the benefits. So this is infusing a childlike sense of wonder and playfulness. Can be a little bit uncomfortable, especially for those of us who maybe weren't allowed to be as childish in our childhoods as we would have liked to be. But just play around with it. You can't do it wrong. We're just laughing. There's nothing here that you can do incorrectly. That being said, do respect your body. If there's something that feels uncomfortable, please just avoid that exercise. You can also walk away at any point if you need to. And we're laughing with each other, not at each other. Just like a regular yoga class, there won't be any pictures and there won't be any talking except for the exercises that we're doing. So yeah, we can get started by just kind of practicing a few laughs that we can use. So if you're like, I don't even know how to fake laugh, then you can use one of these 3 fake laughs as a way to fake laugh. So the first one that you can call upon if needed is kind of like a Santa laugh. So you can put your hands on your belly and we'll laugh like ho 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 ho. Good job. Excellent. Okay. And then the next one that we'll do is a hearty laugh. So you can put your hands on your heart and it will sound like good. And then a bit of a cheeky laugh. That one will sound like perfect. So if at any point in time you do not know how to laugh, you can just use either the ho, the ha, or the he, and that will be a good laugh for you. So the first exercise that we'll do is we're going to reach for our laughter. Sometimes it can be a bit of a reach to get it. So you can use your right arm and we'll reach up and take a nice deep breath as we reach up. Reach for that laughter, reach, 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 grab it, pull it into your heart. Good. We'll reach with the left arm, reach up, take a nice deep breath in. Reach, 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 and pull it into your heart. Good. Then we'll reach with both hands, reach up, pull it into your heart. Beautiful.
Medicine.
Okay. So again, we can reach for it. Sometimes we have to search for it. So in this, what we'll do is we'll just kind of search around for the laughter. So you'll be looking around like, where is it? Ho? Ha? Where did it go? Kind of looking around for that laughter. Where did it? I can't find it. And then we're going to find it in each other. So you'll look to the screen, you'll find someone, you look at them. Beautiful. Okay, let's do a little breathing exercise. So what we do is we kind of incorporate laughter and then breath to kind of bring our nervous system into that good state and then also bring it down and relax. So yeah, we'll take a nice deep breath in and we'll imagine the sounds of the ocean. So on the breath in will be like the ocean. On the breath out will be like the ocean going out. So we'll breathe in. And you can even picture the ocean if you want. And do one more just on your own time. Good. And if you feel comfortable, you want to laugh with us, you can unmute yourself. If you're not able to unmute or show your camera, you can always just message in the chat and we'll try to get that fixed for you. Okay, so the next one we'll do is the ABCs of laughter. So we're just going to laugh like an A and a B and a C. So an A laugh might sound like Good. And then a B laugh might be like and then a C laugh might be like I feel like a cartoon character doing that one, but I don't know who. Just like a distant memory. Okay, now we're going to take out either a recent credit card bill or a list of things that you have to do today. So whatever is more prominent for you. For me, it's probably the list of things that I have to do. It's pretty long. So we're just going to look at it and we're going to laugh at it. So whether it's that credit card statement or the list of things to do, just take it out and we're just going to laugh at it and show each other.
An entire whiteboard.
Good job. Okay, we are going to do a little breath that is super a really good technique for regulating your nervous system in general. So if you want to use this at another time, totally do. It's called the physiological sigh. And I don't know if you've ever seen a small child cry really heavily, or you've had the experience where you're crying really, really heavily, and then all of a sudden you start to go, that's actually your nervous system trying to regulate itself. The double inflation of the lungs doubly expands your alveoli and helps to offload more CO2. And then the long exhale engages your parasympathetic nervous system. So it actually calms your brain down. So what we'll do is we'll take 2 quick inhales and then a long exhale, like we're trying to fog up a mirror. So 2 quick inhales and a long exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. And if you feel a little dizzy, that's normal. It's just you're taking a deep breath. Good. Awesome. So this next one, what we're going to do is we're going to have our critical voice. And let's not take out like the depths of like the meanest things that we can say to ourselves, but like just a little bit of a critical voice, like something that's like mild. And it's going to be just jabbering at us. And we're just going to look at it and laugh. So it's going to be maybe talking to us in gibberish or like blah, 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 blah. And we're just going to look at it and be like, it's going to get confused and go away. Good. Okay, so now that we've addressed our, mildly critical voice, we're going to take out our brain and clean it because our brain needs a little bit of a cleaning after that. So we're going to clean it with laughter. So unzip your skull and pop that brain out. And we're just going to clean it with laughter. Good. Now I'll just make sure it's nice and clean. Everywhere looks pretty good. Get any last spots? Good. And then pop it back inside your head. And make sure you put your skull back on. That's important. Good. Okay, we'll take a nice breath. We're going to do a self-hug. So wrap your arms around yourself in whatever way feels nice and good and give yourself a squeeze. And we're taking inhale. And then relax a little bit on the exhale. Do that 2 more times on your own time. Nice big squeeze. Inhale. Give yourself some love. Exhale. 1 more time. And exhale. Good. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those things. I'm sure you have. You've seen those things at car dealerships, the wacky waving inflatable tube mans. We're going to do that as a laugh. So as we get inflated with air, we'll laugh really loud, and then we'll kind of deflate a little bit and laugh quieter, and then inflate with air and laugh loud, and et cetera, et cetera. So we embody that wacky waving inflatable tube man, and we'll get silly with it. Okay. We'll do a breath. We're going to imagine that we're seeing a shooting star. So a really huge shooting star is going to go across your line of sight, and we're just going to go.
Okay.
Good. Let's do it 2 more times. And once more. And make a wish. Okay. We're going to laugh like we're really shy. So imagine you're super shy, you really, really don't want to laugh, and we're just going to do that one. Okay, now we're going to laugh like we don't care. We are so obnoxious. We're like the loudest person in a restaurant. We're laughing super loud. Good. Okay. Now we're going to imagine that we're just sitting here, you know, as we are, and we're going to get struck by laughter lightning. So however you might imagine that happening, and then we're just going to laugh like we've been struck by that lightning. So just kind of hanging out, and then all of a sudden, maybe there's another one. Oh, good. Now that we're like electrically charged, we're just gonna like touch different things in our environment, and everything is gonna give us a little shock of laughter. Oh, good. Okay. We're going to do one more laugh, and then we're going to do a short meditation, and then there'll be some time for questions. So I always end my laughter classes with what's called a heartbeat laugh. So we'll put our hands on our hearts. We're going to start by laughing like ha ha, ha ha, and then we'll make it bigger and bigger and bigger until we're kind of expanded and laughing out loud, really loud. But at first what we're doing is just sending laughter and love to ourselves. So start with your hands on your heart, send that laughter and love to yourself. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha. We're gonna start making it bigger, and we're gonna send that laughter and care to everybody on this call, and then to everybody in the world. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. felt that laughter coming towards them. So we're going to end with a little relaxation and meditation exercise. So I'm just going to have you mute yourselves so that we can do this exercise together. So you can close your eyes if that feels comfortable, and if that does not feel comfortable, then just look down towards the floor. And we're going to do a progressive muscle relaxation. But first things first, just take a couple deep breaths on your own time. Maybe sigh them out. Make sure that your exhale is longer than your inhale. And as you're breathing, just feel yourself sinking into the surface beneath you. Feeling the weight of your body just really nice and supported by whatever is beneath you. Just kind of noticing any shifts that might have happened in your body over the last 20 minutes or in your mind. And what we're going to do is we're going to clench our muscles on the inhale and relax them on the exhale. So first, let's clench our feet and our calves on the inhale, and then release them on the exhale. Just feeling the difference between our muscles really tensed up and then nice and relaxed. And we're going to move up to our legs, or the top of our legs, so your quads and your butt. So clench both of those. And then release on the exhale. Just allowing those muscles to fully relax. Now clenching your torso, so your stomach, bringing your belly button back towards your spine. Clench your back, whatever you can get clenched in that area, and then just soften and release. Just feeling all the muscles in your torso, your legs, nice and relaxed right now. And then we'll clench your fists, your arms, your shoulders, get them nice and clenched. And then release. We'll move up to the face, so clench all your face muscles. And then release them. We'll do one last round where we clench everything in the body as tight as you can on the inhale. And then release all of it on the exhale. Just feel your entire body, even just like 10% more relaxed. 1%, if that's all you can get, that's all you can get, that's fine. Just notice a slight bit of relaxation throughout the whole body. And if there are any feelings of happiness or joy from the laughter, then just kind of recognize what that feels like in the body. Allow yourself to have that moment with that feeling. And if those feelings aren't present, that's okay too. Just be present with whatever is. Focusing on anywhere in your body that does feel relaxed, that does feel good. And then taking a moment to thank yourself for coming today, whether you came back or you're trying it for the first time. Take another deep breath, nice deep breath, as deep as you can get, and exhale it out. And slowly start to come back to the room, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, opening up your eyes whenever that feels ready, or lifting them up. So now we will open up for any questions, comments, concerns. I'm going to type into the chat. I'm doing a laughter yoga by donation coming up pretty soon. So I'll type the event Eventbrite for that. So if you want to join that, it's an hour long instead of 20 minutes. So there's a link for that if you want to do it. This is the last week of me doing this for the Trauma Research Foundation. Next week, there's going to be a different presenter. So.
Okay, so do I just ask the question or type it?
Either one, whatever you feel comfortable with, yeah.
Okay, I was curious what I could do to improve my lung capacity in the way that I wouldn't start coughing all the time when I'm laughing with you. I noticed that every time we start laughing, I cough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that's pretty common when we are like stressed out for a long period of time, or we just kind of have developed breathing patterns over a period of time of breathing what we call apically, so from the top of your lungs. Then when we do take those nice deep breaths, or laughter invites us to take really deep breaths because it's pumping our diaphragm over and over, then it can get to the base of our lungs and be uncomfortable. So what you can do is basically just practice with yourself, either like that physiological sigh, so the 2 inhales and the exhale, or just putting your hands on your belly and really feeling your belly expand on the inhale and come back on the exhale, because that's your diaphragm moving instead of your accessory muscles. So like, for example, if I'm breathing from my apex, you can see all those muscles are trying to help me breathe. But if I'm breathing from my diaphragm, very big difference, right, in the muscles that are used. So you can practice diaphragmatic breathing, and that will help you be able to breathe deeper.
Okay, well, I do practice it. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised. Okay, I will practice more.
Maybe you just need more specific, like actually laughing, like the laughter practice more.
Maybe. So what am I going to do to keep you around?
You can join that Eventbrite, and if
Yes.
if there's enough interest in that, then I'll continue it monthly.
Okay. Awesome.
So I had a question. I noticed that as we were laughing, I was yawning a lot, and I'm wondering what's that about?
Yeah, totally. The yawn is well, first of all, it cools the brain down a little bit. So sometimes if our brains start to get warm, then a yawn actually cools it down. And also it's a nervous system regulation technique. So it's a way of, our nervous systems are being stimulated in all these different ways. So it's trying to like regulate and come back into like a homeostasis kind of thing. And also sometimes it can be like releasing of things that are kind of stored in our nervous systems. So if there's like, some kind of like memories or things that are stored, sometimes it comes out in like sighs or yawns or things like that.
Thanks.
That makes sense. Yeah. Anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns? Thanks, Rose.
No, it's all good. Thank you very much. That was lovely.
Excellent.
Yeah, really great. Thank you.
Okay, great. I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, you can join the Eventbrite if you want. The link is in the comments. And otherwise, thanks so much for joining and laughing with me. And I always say this at the end of classes, try to think of something over the next couple of weeks that you might normally not laugh at. So like, stubbing your toe, breaking a glass, dropping your drink, whatever it is, and try to laugh at that. Just see if you can kind of invite that like playfulness to that moment. Not always easy, but give it a go. Okay, take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Lots of water. Take care. Bye.
Bye.